Oh.
And so I emailed everything to her, and she emailed me back. Let me get it.
Okay. Yeah, just whenever you track them down.
You can.
I will get them.
You don't have to move now. We're good.
Because I sent you what she sent me back, the
Okay.
ratified version. So that's what she gave me. So I didn't even think about the packet. There was.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We wish that we had a few more people here because today's meeting is pretty exciting and that already all the changes have started and people have been having good experiences based on doing the open house process and getting things settled in. So we've got still a long way to go, but it definitely, we're off and running in a really positive way. I will tell you, it's funny that Monday Mojo, which I guess, I don't know if everyone saw. Did you read it?
I didn't get it.
We really did. I go right to her. She's like the student in the group, you know. Because look, I made copies because this one was so good and actually kind of perfect for some of the things that have been happening here. It seems like he wrote it right around us because the little cartoon in the bottom says, "What if we don't change anything at all and something magical just happens?" And then from there, it is all about change. And one of my favorite things is the only time you don't fail is the last time you try anything and it works. So it really is the whole thing about venturing outside the box and trying different and new things, and very, very exciting and supportive to what we're doing and why we ended up taking this approach. As you all know, Krista has left the firm, and you'll certainly have other transactions with her in the future. And we wish her the best, especially where she went. So that part, stay tuned. But in the meantime, we may have other changes. It's just really fun for those of you who were here Sunday with us. What a fun morning. I mean, how fun was that? Seeing all 10 of us, 11 of us, wishing we didn't have to be there, blowing up balloons, you know, having shit blow up in our face at 9:30 in the morning, you know, seeing Howard suck helium and think it was funny. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. You know, I should have been in church, but instead I was worshiping that helium tank in a big way. So we had a great team event. It was really positive, and you had to have felt it too. It just was really cool to have us all functioning with the same goal and getting out there and being different. And that's what I've always been about. So I was like in my element, so I know everyone else was not. And that was the other blessing. For those of you who are here, you know, I can't thank you enough because everything we're asking you to do is above and beyond and certainly not what it was 3 weeks ago. So when I had to stand in front of you and watch your faces when I said, "And now we are Realtors First Class," but I couldn't even practice that. I said, I'm just going to wing whatever they throw up there because this is not going to be what I'm expecting to do in life, you know. Very, very, actually equally, you know, traumatic for me. It's like, oh God, you know, seeing your faces was the last thing I wanted to see that night. So, but you were also cool about it, you know? And that's what we are. That's who we are. We have such a core. We have such strong core values here and such a great respect and support for each other that we can do anything, and we are about to be even better than we were, and it's because you're all stepping out, just like Monday Mojo will say, and it is really going to make a difference in our world long term. What we are finding now to be, oh my gosh, this is weird, it's going to be just a great habit to have because we know it works. So in that regard, I wanted to start out, you know, these things are great and we're doing what they say, but the most important thing that happened was the open house and the changes that we had. And it's kind of funny to see the results. Hi! It's kind of funny to see the results because it's like sometimes you get out what you put in. And so the open houses really were unique in that everyone did their report. We know what everyone did, and the results are kind of historically the same as the effort level. So I will tell you that the strongest results, the most visitors, actually, Crystal ended up having 8 visitors at a property that I couldn't get 8 people to view. So it was a short sale, almost down to free, and it just wouldn't go away. I did get a contract last night.
Nice. That's
And
great.
finally, but it's like giving away the house too. I'm not even sure the bank will approve it, but
But you know,
gotta
you
try.
gotta have somebody to work with.
So she had 8 people come, and that was really cool. And as far as Crystal, how many door hangers did you do?
30.
30. Okay. And were any of the people from the door hanger? Probably, 'cause
the
2 are
two
neighbors.
neighbors, right, right.
So, so that's pretty cool that even the door hanger brought the neighbors, because when they go through, if they have to sell or they have a friend that's selling, they're gonna go, you know what, there was this woman right across the street from me. She had this big yellow sign, you know, and so they have the card, because in your door hanger you put your card, and you just never know when that stuff's gonna hit, and you wanna know how I got proof. Yesterday, I get this great call. I am still in real estate, which I have to really remind myself, because my clients are getting so screwed during this process. Just don't tell them. I'm hoping half my service is equal to average for most, so it's like I'm trying to squeak through. I'm trying to squeak through. Get this call yesterday from a lady in Beaver Run, very nice development in Cesar Rodney. One of my first listings was over in Beaver Run. She's an original citizen. She is a senior, so she knows everyone. She goes, what was their name and which house was it?
Yeah.
Like, okay. And so I was able to tell her which house. She goes, yes, they moved to Texas. I said, you're absolutely right. This is 8 years ago. At that time, I was back. I knew nobody in town. I was only doing events and doing stuff like Whitebird does. I had my little trifold with just my business on it, and I walked around to the houses and I handed out my trifold. I left the trifold at the houses. And she's a senior, she didn't know to throw it out. She kept it, she kept it, and she had it, and when she still wasn't, she had it, but that wasn't enough. She said, I've called 4 people, and 3 of the 4 said your name, so I figured this trifold, it's a good thing I saved this. So it was just so, in the midst of all this, it was like, oh, thank you. I'm still gonna be there when this is settled.
I'm amazed at the little things we do to advertise ourselves and how it comes back. When I bought my car, I used a very small finance company, which said I had to have references. I put Bobby Slagle, the guy selling me the car, said, her picture's on my refrigerator. So things like the trifolds, all those things,
You want to hear something really?
it's amazing that it all comes around.
You want to hear something really cool? I just got a call from my old manager at Harrington ERA.
Oh, everyone's going to be calling you, by the way.
Yeah.
Stephanie Lahane already reached out to Laura Weeks yesterday, so.
But this is for a whole nother thing. Apparently, one of my clients went to one of her open houses recently, and she was following up because they said that they were working with me. Okay, so this is the seller that I've been talking to and gave him my card. I don't even have his house listed yet, and he's now already calling me his realtor. So
That's great.
yeah.
Yeah, it is really,
Yeah,
really
that was awesome.
And so these things you're doing and meeting people, and I know it's hard, you know, the hard part is, you know, ask Ann what the hard part is. Ann, what's the hard part of the open house process, girlfriend? Hook me up.
Whole thing.
Hook me up, absolutely. You know, here's your door hangers, Ann.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now you're gonna stand there by yourself, Ann. Oh,
I
but you know
definitely wasn't
what?
looking forward to it.
She
so.
did it, and she did it, and when she got to the house and I went to visit her, she's still talking to me. And she knocked on the door. She
I have
hung
a
things.
client now. I'm gonna meet him now. They want to see Hill.
From that?
Wow.
Tell me open house.
I'm almost in tears.
No, everybody does.
I don't know why.
She's
at her
does.
beginning
That's the whole
stages,
point.
but-
That's the whole point. So as we read this, you know, the person who of course feels
going on.
the person who
Lord.
feels the saddest about the change with Krista is Bobby, because Bobby, it would be like if Brandy took off after I've worked so much with her and we've had so many interactions together, and all of a sudden if she went there though, she would be locked up. That ain't happening. I will walk you somewhere else and it will not be there. But that being said, all Bobby said when she got the meeting together for me and everything, is she goes, Krista didn't read Monday Mojo. And you probably didn't read it, so you need to read it, because this one really did matter and it really hit home. So, and look at the positive. You made a scooch of changes, shows up in a dress with some nice shoes. I mean, we're talking, oh my God, and it's nobody's getting married. No.
Or dead.
Right. The guys get on their ties, you know. I mean, it was just like amazing that you're paying attention to that degree. So rewarding for us. Bobby missed it, and I got the glory of it because I got to see it. It was so cool. But you're getting the results. You can. The fact that you're listening to us makes us feel very proud and happy that you at least trust us to this degree. But the fact that you're getting the results is really the home run. How did you do, Doug? And
We had I had 6 groups roll through. So
That's awesome.
one of them mentioned your name, Judith, and
Really?
said that he was one of your clients. Yeah.
Was it Bobby Moseder?
No.
No.
I think he was buying a home or thinking about buying a home.
Marcelo?
Yeah, it might have
Sent us
been.
an email on.
What?
What was the person's name you sent us?
Young couple
Oh,
with a kid.
Walter.
Yeah.
That's really little, like a little baby?
No, I think he was maybe. I don't know. I had flat tires somewhere, so I didn't get all my things together. I got the flat tire fixed and got here. So I don't have it with me, but I'll tell.
All right.
Yeah, they did sign in, and they mentioned that because I was talking to them, and they said, "Yeah, we're already working with somebody from your company." And I said, "Oh, yeah." So definitely.
Charlie.
That's amazing.
It's
Is it-
Charlie
Yeah.
and
this is
Emily.
the other thing that's
Might be.
amazing for us is that we are working with another person from our company, and we just make sure that those alliances stay intact.
And
Oh, absolutely.
That's amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
don't say absolutely, because I could point you in a few directions where that would not happen in your
I mean,
world.
it's,
Right.
A little boy,
It-
right?
Yeah.
it's always appeared to me that open houses were a bust.
Yeah.
And always,
Yeah,
but the
it's-
way this is done,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
So
Do you know if any of the people went to several of them?
that we did not, and where I fell short, because there's always going to be a missing piece in a way that we can do even better, is normally during this kind of process, I would have done a map with each of the open houses so they would have a route. That was not done. And I wanted to hand out a copy of this, but 160 balloons later, this didn't happen. So, you know, we got back to enhance for the next time in July.
And I had a couple people enjoy blue because they actually cut them off the signs, so.
There you go.
There you go.
I got a little nervous about one of my signs because I was coming back through from the other direction, getting ready to pull into the development, and I saw a police car that was like pulled over with the lights on right by my sign. I'm like, oh crap, you know, like, but it was in a good spot, so I mean, it wasn't like they.
At least he knows who you are.
Well, but I mean, I just had that kind of nervousness for no reason, but it wasn't.
No matter what you're, if
Wasn't
you're
about my
doing nothing
sign.
wrong, police are scared.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that, regrettably, the only person who had absolutely none was Krista in Milford, but there were no door hangers done. There were, you know,
Nothing.
and so it was almost a good
No
test
effort.
model.
Right. Show you what you get.
So
you
it's
do
like
nothing.
no effort, no stop, and just try. I mean, I did not make it to Middletown or Marydale, and I didn't make it down to Milford. But I went as far as Harrington. I went to 7, and I followed the signs as if I was a client.
There you go.
Oh no, I had to.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
good.
one person forgot to put one on the end of the street where they actually had to turn. So I was able to straighten that out right away. And I said, oops, we got an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I talked to the neighbor. He had real good experience with talking to neighbors and asking for sign installations.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, nobody
do
gave-
ask. If you don't ask, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, that's where the problem comes in. So you get to meet people that way too.
Yeah.
Right.
I was very
Everybody-
nervous about that one,
Yeah.
about doing that. But I was very happy because when I got to that particular house, because I didn't have to knock on doors or anything for any of the other ones coming in directionally, because they were on like public land.
Yeah.
But the one that I had to ask going into like that street, the son was coming out, so I asked him and he asked his father, but then when I came back, I told Audrey, I said I knocked on the door and thanked him when I went to gather my sign and gave him my card, and the guy was completely floored.
This is,
Did anybody do that? Like,
I was going to.
I think
but
it's start
I didn't
door knocking.
because
I know.
the
Yeah, that's
when
a
she tried to
great-
get there, she was
Yeah.
like, thing,
Yeah.
so.
But you will floor them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was priceless. The the
You know what I think
surprise
it
on
is?
his face.
Like, people are drawn to kindness,
Yeah.
and like, I'm just not saying this is like not two-faced thing going on in this room.
Yeah.
Like, we have like a kindness that's like genuine, like,
Yeah.
there's no fakeness in this room,
Right.
and people pick up on that.
You're
Oh,
right.
for sure.
And that's what I think will draw
Yeah, I
people
think you're right.
to us, even if we don't know.
And if you're professional, if you're professionally,
Think-
their
think
first
maybe-
impression is
Professionally, of
physical.
course.
So
Right.
you gotta make sure that also physically, that you're going to be, seem approachable to them, so that's important too. And the whole package was amazing. Laura Weeks, she had the great experience of doing her, of course she has plenty of time, 2 kids with 3 full-time jobs, 8 under contract,
she's a role
and she
model.
did her door hangers. So,
And she got a 4.0.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
To top it all.
she's doing it, yeah, we're glad she's not.
We all know that. 4.0, we all know it.
Yeah. Darn, we even like her. That's what sucks the most.
I don't want to like her, but I do.
So, and I'll be damned, last night I'm driving home and she has an issue with a rental thing that, or a client sale, and they needed a letter, and she, you know, tracks you like a pit bull. You know? And I just pulled into my driveway after a long day, it's 4:45, and she goes, "Did you get that email?" It's like, I just got home. I'd like to go in the house. But sure enough, she's a good manager though, because what do you think I did as soon as I went in the house?
You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, oh honey, I'll be there in a minute, you know, I'm there checking it out. It really, and here's the other thing, it only took me 2 seconds to handle that, and it was done, and it helped her world
Yeah.
move forward, which is how we have to treat our clients too. But Laura was handing out her door hangers, and there's an ERA listing within the area she handed out. And the lady came careening out of her house and said, "Do you mean you're walking up to every single one of these homes and you're hanging this on every single home?" And she goes, "Oh yes, ma'am, that's part of our process. That's how we do our open houses." The lady goes, "I can't even get mine to call me back." You know? And it's like, so, and so it's just going to pay off because they're going to hang on to the door hanger. She hung on to that brochure for 8 years. They're going to hang on to the door hanger, or at least the card, you know? So we're off to a absolutely fabulous start.
And
Just
has
fabulous.
anybody gotten a new listing recently to see that Weichert sends you an email with a just listed potential connection right there to email a just listed postcard?
Yeah, they
It's
do.
seamless. I just did it this morning for Messina Hill.
Mhm.
Click, done, QR code is done, just listed, see what I do type of thing, see what your house is worth. I mean, the postcard is perfect for, yeah.
Well, the other struggle we've
50
had
in the
with the
surrounding
company and with people is actually getting, we've always paid for so much here that getting an agent to spend $25, we get no a lot of the times. But
Well,
now when we're getting the tie-in and it's so simplistic and you're going to be able to just do it so easily.
Right. You know
And-
me, it takes
See
a
how
lot to
far
part
that-
with my money.
that
And that was
$25
so
is-
worth it.
Paying
So
off
worth it.
and visibly paying
Yeah.
off.
$25 is
Right.
a drop in the bucket.
Yeah,
compared to
especially
saying-
because
It's like you
one
know
sale
what it's
from
gonna
it,
do for you.
And it's not even in that community, it's gonna be someone referred somebody. So I thought the ad came out nicely.
Yeah.
Tell me, those of you in the room that had an open house, how many did anybody or how many people did you have that said they came in because of the ad? You had one? You had one? Did you have any?
And Howard said he had one.
Howard had one.
Yes.
Yeah, he
There
would
was-
have, because as I was leaving Howard, the man was walking across the lawn and he goes, "I know you close at 3 o'clock." It was 10 after 3. "I know you close at 3 o'clock," so I knew he had come from the paper. He would have known that because I wasn't anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, okay.
There was a point in time when I had like 3 groups in the house at one time, and it was like all I could do to get them to sign in.
That's
You know what I'm
great.
saying? So,
Yeah.
So when
there
you're
is-
listening to us, why the old experienced agent going, "Nobody comes," they're going, "What the hell's wrong with that?"
Yeah. So
That's great.
there may have been somebody because I was like, just please make sure you sign in, and I was trying to chat with people, and so
That's great.
there's a chance that somebody came from the paper, and I just didn't get that information.
Okay.
But
The other thing, yes, Kristen?
I just also wanted to let you know that Nancy had a call. I ended up meeting with the gentleman from Milford, and he came in for an appointment, but that's how
Oh,
He heard
That's
about us.
great.
Was that that's the Milford?
you're really starting to annoy me because I'm meeting with the paper at 1 o'clock today and I feel more broke as we're going on here. I just feel the money going right out. No, I'm just kidding. But the money's gonna come in is what
Yeah.
you're telling me.
Right, and he had said he had worked with Weichert in the past.
That's
in
nice.
other
That's
states.